Hey everyone, welcome to Popular Cruising. I'm your host Jason Leppert, here with a review of the Norwegian Encore, the Norwegian Cruise Line. As the fourth and last of the Breakaway Plus class ships, it has all the best features. Which of course we'll point out, beginning with its accommodations. The category we personally tried out was a mini suite with balcony. Of course it's a familiar layout for those who have sailed on previous ships. And one that gets our teddy bear's thumbs up of approval. The stylish integration of the television and desk, as well as plentiful storage, are all winners in our opinion. And the alternation of sofas and beds between cabins does a fine job of maximizing space. Kudos also to a USB charging port at each nightstand. And moderately sized balconies are also inviting. Always just be mindful of the location of your chosen stateroom, as those directly above the waterfront can suffer a bit from the noise below. Back inside, the handsome decor continues, with the aforementioned television and vanity desk, which itself thankfully includes 3 electrical outlets and additional storage. And useful hooks are also available, leading into the bathroom. And it's rather spacious, with a dual sink basin. And a full-size shower, in this case a tub combo. Or those looking to save some money might opt for an inside stateroom, which is still very nice. There are also the studio staterooms designed for single occupancy, but these go really fast, so book quickly. Also available are more standard Oceanview staterooms with windows, or larger, family Oceanview staterooms for multiple generations or groups. And then there are the Haven Suites, like the spa variety, and its tub with spectacular views. Oh, and is that a cheese plate? Yes, please. Another configuration is the Haven Courtyard Penthouse, with a separate living room and bedroom. Or families can upgrade to 2 bedrooms plus a living room, complete with luxurious finishes and amenities. Not to mention a marvelous master bathroom. And last, but certainly not least, is the Haven Deluxe Owner Suite, with welcome wraparound views and an exquisite bathroom. All Haven accommodations of course come with access to the Haven itself. An exclusive ship-within-a-ship complex, including its own double-decker observation lounge. Featuring uninterrupted vistas and tasty snacks to munch on throughout the day. And then there's the private pool, where you can take a full dip, or just recline with a little splash. And the setting is just as beautiful at night. When you're ready to book your cruise, we recommend doing so through our sponsor, Fairy Godmother Vacations, who will handle all your trip planning for free, adding even more magical value to your voyage. So to get your complimentary quote, click on the link right here, or in the description box. Or you can always contact them traditionally, with the information below. Now let's take a look at the ship's many exciting activities, starting with my personal favorite, the Encore Speedway. That's right folks, this is a go-kart racetrack at sea. And even cantilevering some off the ship, it's Norwegian's longest ever, with fewer hairpin turns than before. The course overall is less challenging, but it now lets you take corners at full speed. And as this POV shows you, it sure is fun. I only wish sessions never had to end. But you do get many laps in each time. And let's go for one more right now. Vroom vroom. The cars may be electric, but they still make the sounds past the laser tag arena. And now for the finish. And getting right back in line to go again. But by no means do the activities end here. As there's newly relocated laser tag. Now at the back of the ship where Spice H2O used to be, and this time themed to Atlantis. And never fear, even if you do get shot, because you can reclaim your life at home base here. And start fresh, naturally dodging the giant snake in the process. Or for thrills of a different kind, there's the Ocean Loops water slide, that gains enough momentum that you go uphill and downhill twice, beginning with this breathtaking freefall. Even in slow motion, it looks fast. And believe me, it is. Let's take a look one more time. From start to finish, the Aqua Racer is an alternative for those who prefer a more mellow descent. But it's still quite fun. Including its translucent section. But why don't you be the judge? Of course, not all activities on board are wet and wild. There's also the simple joy of going for a jog on deck. Perhaps while deciding what to do next. From said cantilevered racetrack above. To relaxing in a whirlpool. One choice for children is the Kids Aqua Park. Showcasing a deluge-drenching water bucket, and lots of other interactive elements. Somewhat sad to see those the long-lost Nickelodeon theming, once featured here on previous ships. But wonderfully now wide open is the sun deck. With loads of loungers and 2 pools. And no central structures to clutter the space. Spice H2O is now a thing of the past, but the Vibe Beach Club is bigger. And has a water feature of its own, like those from the Forgotten Venue. Plus much reclaimed deck space from previous laser tag arenas. As well as all the original space below, such as whirlpools, and its very own bar. Thanks to added deck height at the stern, the Norwegian Encore features a spa thermal suite as well as a Galaxy Pavilion. And this one is jam-packed full with virtual rides, some of which are tranquil, a little bizarre, and downright scary, but fun. There are even the more physical varieties. But traditionalists might just head to the Pulse Fitness Center, complete with motion studio. And the aforementioned Mandara Spa is fully featured on board with a sublime thermal suite, chock full of tile recliners, a snow room, salt room, steam bath, and sauna, as well as a cool relaxation room, and of course treatment rooms. There's also a sizable and scenic beauty salon, as well as barber shop. Still one of the best shipboard features of all, besides this model which I would love in my living room. Is this super expansive wraparound observation lounge. A dying venue on too many other ships. But here it's thankfully alive and well, including a double-decker forward section, also overlooked by the buffet above. The lounge even has food stations of its own, as well as a library of books. Making this one of the best observation venues ever. But it's not the only thing wonderfully connected to the sea. There's also the alfresco waterfront boardwalk, which surrounds the near entirety of the vessel, with outdoor dining and entertainment, and lifeboats completely concealed out of the way. Activities continue inside with Tradewinds tax and duty-free shopping, from big brand names at that. Or there are the usual logo items, lots of jewelry, and accessories, clothing, and more. There's still also a photo gallery to buy your images on board. As well as an art gallery, featuring the same Park West collection as nearly every other cruise ship. Highlighting the large size of the ship are grand spaces like the Atrium, a great place to rest next to the big screen, or take care of some business at the adjacent guest services. The nearby internet cafe is also on hand for those who opted not to bring their own devices, as are the meeting rooms as well as library and card room next door. Meanwhile, the Encore Casino does a fine job of keeping its smoking section behind glass, so the vast, non-smoking majority can enjoy the rest without dangerous secondhand fumes. And there are a lot of games to go around. Or for a non-gambling alternative, there's the video arcade. Perfect for kids and kids at heart alike. Speaking of which, Entourage is the teens club on board, with a dance floor, video game lounge, and foosball and air hockey. Descending in age is the Splash Academy for children, with an even larger, more colorful space. For lots of crafts, fun, and games. And lastly, there's Guppies for the littlest ones. Itself a very welcoming nursery. Even if it isn't feeding time for kids, it sure is for adults, so let's check out the dining. Beginning with the Manhattan Room main restaurant, which is an excellent venue for complimentary cuisine. The handsome design is marvelously classic. For a drink before or after dinner, there's the Mix Bar, conveniently located between the ship's two other main dining rooms, the first of which is Savor. Both are smaller and thus quieter than the Manhattan room. And on the opposite side is Taste, with a slightly different aesthetic, but same intimate nature. For more beverages, there's the centrally located Atrium Bar, or the ship's very own Starbucks, with all your favorite drinks. We even got to try an awesome chocolate and coffee pairing. Off the ship's beautiful secondary atrium is Coco's, serving specialty chocolates, sundaes, and crepes, like mine being freshly prepared here. And boy, was it good. Also tasty are the monster sundaes. It was close to photograph while we were on board, but here are some renderings of teppanyaki to take a look at. Can't you just imagine the savory goodness being cooked at each station? Yet another watering hole is the Skyline Bar, serving the surrounding casino. Or for free eats, there's the local Bar and Grill, open 24/7. It's the place to grab comfort cuisine around the atrium, as well as play some more arcade games. Entirely new to Encore is Onda by Scarpetta. The specialty restaurant replaces La Cucina with elevated Italian food, in a place that is architecturally pleasing, but super echoey and noisy. But the exceptional dishes like these make up for it. Craft beer lovers like myself love the District Brewhouse, with 24 on tap and many more in bottles. And the setting overlooking the bow of the ship is fantastic. Mirroring the arrangement on the other side of the ship is Food Republic, an equally bright space featuring Asian fusion, such as these tasty courses. Meanwhile, fermented grape connoisseurs will want to head over to the Cellar's Wine Bar. Michael Mandavi points out here that many restaurants, even on land, don't have the high level of sommelier certification that they do on board. Proving just how diverse the libations are on board, there's also Malting's Whiskey Bar. It's a great space, but just be aware it's right next to the Humidor Cigar Lounge, which seen here is 3 doors removed, but fumes occasionally still waft into the adjacent bar. To avoid smoking entirely, the Sugarcane Mojito Bar is farther away. Here's where I'd recommend trying the Pineapple Surplus, a sweet and sustainable beverage, fermenting leftover fruit. Across the way, another specialty dining option is Ocean Blue, home to premium seafood. And nestled between 2 others in the back is the A-List Bar, which is the perfect place to start a pub crawl if you feel so inclined. Otherwise, there's the specialty Cagney Steakhouse for delicious cuts on the port side, or a Los Lobos. For specialty Mexican on the starboard side, such as these savory selections. If you want even more sweet treats outside at the Waterfront, there's Dolce Gelato in the bake shop, selling tempting selections like these. And upstairs there's even more, encompassing specialty French cuisine at Le Bistro, where guests can order classics such as these. On the other side, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville at Sea didn't make it aboard this time, but American Diner did. Specialty plates include the following. Some appetizers may not be worth the cost, but the juicy American Diner cheeseburger sure is, as is the apple pie to finish. Rounding out the watering holes on board are the Poolside Waves Bar, and Surf Bar below the giant screen. And we haven't even talked about the complimentary buffet yet, which features a wide variety of foods to be enjoyed along the shared observation lounge view. Particularly not to be missed is the delicious Indian cuisine. And one final specialty restaurant on board is Q Texas Smokehouse. For not only great barbecue items like these, but also live country music, performed by an awesome band. And there's still lots more in the way of entertainment, including hilarious stand-up performances at the Social Comedy and Nightclub, or the Great Beatles cover band at the Cavern Club. But the best is reserved for the Encore Theater, where the headlining Broadway production is Kinky Boots. It's certainly a fun and heartfelt show about drag queens. And its message is quite timely. It's highly recommended to see for yourself. But there's one other surprise hit to check out, and that's The Choir of Man. A playful vocal extravaganza with excellent live music, and wonderful audience participation. It even features one of the funniest sight gags I've ever seen on stage. Suffice it to say, this is definitely one you want to get tickets for. because it's just good old toe-tapping fun. Thanks so much for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel while hitting that bell icon to be notified of new videos. And if you would give us a thumbs up, check out our other videos and visit popularcruising.com.